Gas prices are expected to rise a bit more this summer, even without an escalation of violence in the Middle East. With transportation costs going up, food prices are also expected to continue to rise. Local 12's Paula Toti is live at Findlay Market to tell us why those summer grill outs are shaping up to be, well, maybe a budget buster. Paula.
That's right, Kit. You know, when it comes to food prices, it's hard to put a percentage on that increase. You know, it's hard to do at oranges to oranges comparison. There are organics, different places to shop. But I can tell you, when it comes to peaches, last year I was buying them for $1.29 a pound. Now the cheapest I've seen, $1.59. There is a drought out west that really just seems to be getting worse. Feed costs are up, transportation costs up, demand is up. And when it comes to meat prices, holy cow.
It was unanimous from shoppers. Their grocery bills are only going in the upward direction.
I'd say produce, for sure meats. I'm not sure if I've noticed milk, maybe a whole lot, but definitely in the produce and meats.
Higher end cuts of meats, the strips and especially filets are up 20% this summer over last at Eckerlin Meats. The filets so high they aren't out and there's no sign showing $38.
Yep, $38 a pound. It's yeah, and that's not really making any money.
That's the claim throughout the food industry, up and down the food chain. Not all hikes can be passed along to the consumer. Still, a 5% increase on cheaper cuts is a kick in the wallet, even as people move to those alternatives.
Like the terrace majors, the hanger steaks, the tri-tips are really popular. Flat irons are really popular.
A virus that hit pig farmers hard raised pork prices here 15% in the peak. But butcher Josh Lillis says he is seeing those prices off from the highs. He admits with so much going higher, even chicken tends to be swept up in the wave. Financial experts also say the improving economy is creating more demand for the foods we like to grill in summer.
I feel like it's just slowly rising, each year.
In fact, they are, and it's why families and business owners keep making adjustments as they even watch coffee prices spike.
The Guatemalan coffee, to my knowledge, has been affected by some crop damage. We actually did notice an increase in that a few weeks ago, and we switched over the type of coffee we're carrying at the moment.
And while Ann Pruitt of Madeira won't change what she feeds her family, she says she is eating out less, partly why today was such a nice treat.
And I do have some good news and some bad food news for you. Okay, the bad news. When you look at the cost of production, economists say those increases in the last few years really should have been higher, but because we were in a recession, a lot of it couldn't be passed along. But as the economy improves, guess what? Bad news, it will be passed along. Now, the good food news, when you look at inflation, inflation has been very modest. So you look at the consumer price index minus food and minus energy, it is very modest. So that was the good news, Kit. It might have sounded a little buried under all the bad news. Good news, inflation very moderate. So that's a little more palatable maybe.
Bottom line, we won't be eating out as much and no peach cobbler or steak.
That's it.
All right. Thank you, Paula. Kroger gave us a statement on food prices saying the company has invested significantly in lowering everyday prices. Plans to continue to do that. A spokesman says the retailer has recently lowered some prices in the meat department, like chicken breasts, $1.99 a pound every day, and ground chuck, $2.99 a pound every day.
You'll still make banana bread.